everybody, we're going to be making a mural based on 4 different quarters of drawings and paintings that people make independently and then they come together. So the first thing we're going to do is write our first and last name on the back of our paper. We're going to take the big fourth of black and trace it. Then we're going to trace the little plastic piece in the middle, and then we're going to draw petals coming out from that middle section, erasing my line where my guide was to begin with. Now I'm going to take my black felt tip marker and go in and fill in between the petals just to start some definition. Now I'm making the radial designs coming out from my flower petal, probably a couple fingers in width, and everybody's are going to be a little different, and that's okay. Now we're going to draw 5 patterns. You can see here I'm boxing out some areas that I can draw 5 patterns, and some people call these Zentangles because they are a pattern that puts you into a relaxed state of mind. Basically, they're just a pattern and they're a little more complicated, but you can totally do this. Now that I've practiced my patterns, I'm going to go into my design and inlay patterns in each flower petal. And I want to make them some pretty interesting patterns with lots of repetition. And you're also going to be putting patterns on the inside of your flower under your petal as well. See all the wonderful colors that you can put on the outside of your flower section, and so I'm going to show you just a little tutorial about how to paint that. So you can see here I've got white, I've got blue and green. I'm putting just a little bit of blue into my yellow. Then I'm going to put that yellow green into the white, because you always take the darker color to the lighter color. And I'm going to trace around my flower very carefully, not to totally paint over all my pattern work. And I'm starting with the white based color. So this is my very light color. So now I'm going to get that white out of there, and I'm going to go with the straight yellow green. So I'm just applying it next to the light tinted color. And you can see that my space here is a little bit bigger, and that's totally okay. Oh, that looks nice. And again, you can do whatever color you want as long as you understand what it's going to take to go from light to dark. So now I'm adding a little more blue to make it just a green color. So I'm moving darker than yellow green to green. And I'm going to outline this next section with green. You want to keep your brush full of paint, dip and flip it into the paint, and then just put on a nice layer of paint that doesn't have a bunch of dry marks in it. We shouldn't have to use much water for this. The water is basically to just clean your brush out. If it starts getting tacky, you can add a little water, but we definitely don't want it to become a watercolor. So now I'm putting more blue into my green, making it a dark blue green. I'm just getting my edges. Oh, that looks nice. These are going to look great when they're all put together. All right, then my next color is going to be just mostly blue, but it's not going to be a true blue. It's going to have some green tone to it because of the yellow in the brush. And there we go. I've painted my negative space. Thanks for watching.